Hey guys, okay. I had a meeting yesterday with one of the girls who's going to be joining into my top 50. She got me to hold her place. That's going to be released on Thursday. The link's going live on Thursday. But we're talking about cheat meals. I'm going to do a quick video on this because, again, it's funny because anyone that's downloaded my free ebook, the top 10 ways to build muscle and lose body fat at the same time, I'm going to actually send you out an updated version. I'm rewriting the update. I wrote that book probably a year ago. And my philosophies have changed massively since then. Now the principles in the book work amazingly well for aesthetics. And I've even, the particular one we were talking about was how to time your cheat meals, where you do your hardest training session either side of it, and, you drop your carbs in your pre-workout meal, and then you have your cheat meal after you train. That works amazingly well, and the science behind it and the glycogen stores and all of those good things all still apply. They still are all the aesthetic reasons why that system works. But having talked to this girl yesterday, she downloaded my book and she loved the free book. I'll put the link down below, and I'll send you the updated version when I've got it rewritten. But it's funny because since I wrote that, my philosophies on cheat meals has completely changed. I still apply those rules because the reality is, when you have a cheat meal, it throws your body out of balance. You feel horrible, you feel shit, and people tend to kind of look at themselves and go, oh God, why did I even have that? The flip side of it is if you use your cheat meal strategically, like for example, my online top 50 program, I have what I call a free meal. I prefer a free meal because I don't like the negative connotation that comes with cheat meal. But a free meal where if you've dieted hard all week and you have just a free meal, you have whatever you want there, your body is just so, it's like a sponge for nutrients, so you absorb so much from it, and you feel amazing after. I was talking to two of my girls in a private message, in a Facebook message, and we were talking about, she was like, the two of them were saying that they felt so good on Sundays when they trained because of their cheat meal on Saturday, because they dieted so hard all week. That's how a free meal should work, because it should spike your metabolism. It should make you feel better. If you're having a free meal or a cheat meal, I'll interchange the two, and you feel horrible after it, there's something wrong somewhere else in your diet. You have either overconsumed carbohydrates, you haven't stuck to your diet properly during the week, you've been mistiming meals, or your body just hasn't been insulin sensitive enough to absorb your free meal. So sticking to a good nutritional plan. I prefer people follow for this whole online program that I have is based on the principles of eating food every 3 hours, sticking to clean foods, avoiding processed foods, avoiding fatty, trans fat foods. Again, the free book has a whole section on that. I'm going to keep that entire fast food section because that's been a game changer for people, about how trans fat packets go to the back of the queue and then get stored in the stubborn areas in your stomach, and how to cheat with different foods or free meal with different foods so that your body at least recognizes what you're eating. So I'm going to keep that in there. But the negative connotation that comes with this, I prefer people eating every 3 hours, sticking to those clean foods, and then training harder, working under tension. It's amazing how many people, the feedback and the testimonies have been amazing. Check out a couple of them below. From people that have never worked under tension, never trained the muscle under tension. The training muscle under tension is what tears all of those fibers, is what elevates your metabolism, which allows you to eat more food. This whole program is based on that principle. My whole training philosophy is based on the principle of tearing fibers down, training hard in your workouts, and then being a little bit more liberal with your food, but eating clean food sources and eating every 3 hours so that your metabolism stays elevated. I'm going to change the whole section on the cheat meal around it. I'm going to keep the principles in there because the reality is that cheat meal and doing your hardest training session either side of it is amazing for your body because you're going to have the best workouts. I also don't want people though to have a negative connotation with their cheat meal or free meal. This is something like if you were craving a certain food or constantly craving chocolate every evening or whatever it is, there's something wrong in your diet somewhere. Something is off in either your diet or in your life. I talked about on a vlog a while back how I completely overate on one of the Sundays that I was sitting at home with Holly, and it was the first time I had done it in 3 months, and I realized there was something actually going on in my personal life at the time that was making me feel bad about myself, but I didn't know. It was a very subconscious thing until I was talking to my head trainer Paul, and Paul's very good on the mindset stuff, and he was like, start evaluating things, and we started to pull pieces out, and I went, oh fuck, I was like, this is what's going on, and it had led itself to like a binge completely binged on like whatever it was. I did a video on a Snapchat on about 6,000 calories. But that was something that was going on in my life that triggered that, you know? So if you're finding that every week you're binging on food, or you have a horrible association with certain foods and meals, check your life. You know, firstly, check your nutrition. Make sure that your diet is right, your metabolism is high, that you're eating every 3 hours. If all those things are good and your foods are clean and non-processed, but there's something going on in your life, evaluate that, because that's really the source of it. If you're cheating every single week and binging every single week, there's something wrong somewhere in your life. Whether it's in your nutrition or in your personal life or in your work life or whatever it is, there's something wrong. So evaluate it, try and find the source and try and fix it at the source. As I said, it's one of those things that I have a catch-22 with, because I'm going to keep parts of it in that book, because the training around your hardest meals and the scientific reasons, the glucose glycogen for that, all works from an aesthetic point of view. But my philosophy has changed a lot since I wrote that book, in terms of I don't want people to feel bad about having a cheat meal. Fair enough, you eat a takeaway, go feel fucking horrible about it, because I can't justify, there's no good thing that you can come from eating processed foods or deep fried fatty foods, because they have no benefit for your body. But man, if you want a fucking chocolate bar or some ice cream or a home cooked meal, or some chicken curry or whatever it is that you've made yourself, fucking do that. You know, don't have this negative association with food. As I said, my whole program and the whole bigger picture that I'll explain over the next couple of months that this program is coming from is built on the philosophy of having a positive association with food. You know, train harder, make yourself really insulin sensitive, make yourself really like a sponge for nutrients by tearing fibers in your workout, and then be a bit more liberal with your diet. As long as you're eating every 3 hours or so, eating clean foods, non-processed foods, and non-trans fatty and deep fried foods, you're going to do really well with it. So again, this video doesn't really have a structure as such. It was kind of just, I pressed play and started to talk. So I hope this helps. Again, stay tuned for the updated version of the ebook. I'm writing it now and updating it now, so I'll have it ready in the next couple of weeks. So everyone that's downloaded that, I'm going to send you on the update as well. So yeah, so I hope this video helps.